Hey everybody, I'm Joshua Levy with Joshua Levy Talks number 12, Individual Enrichment Programs. Super excited to share that with you. I'm the Executive Director for Joshua Stage, a nonprofit organization for special needs individuals. We've got after-school programs, camps, theater arts and more programs, and individual enrichment programs, which we will be talking about today. I'm also the Director of Programs for Variety of Texas. I'm also the proud author of the Creative Outlet Method at-home activities for children with special needs. It's a valuable, wonderful resource for parents who have neurodiverse children, as well as educators who have neurodiverse students in their classrooms. So pretty much anybody. Fantastic for you to check out that wonderful resource. Individual Enrichment Programs is a program that we use at Joshua Stage. And yes, it stemmed out of the COVID timeframe in our world's history here. So it was the idea for an individual, could be a child and adult, and it still stems to this day that that's who it's for, who would benefit from an individual setting with one of our team members. That could be myself or another trained team member to effectively implement the individual enrichment program. And like I said, it's a one-to-one setting, which can take place in person or on Zoom. And the way it works is it's a 12-week program where the sessions are once a week for 45 minutes. And the scheduling is with the instructor and the individual's parent and or guardian at a time that is convenient, ideally to do the same day and time each week over that 12-week time frame. Some of our individual enrichment programs go more than 12 weeks. The one I'm doing now, for example, with the man in Canada, and I'm here in Austin, Texas, he's in Canada, is been going on for almost 3 years. So it's a very successful program. I've conducted programs with folks in the Austin area, both all on Zoom. And one of our trained instructors has worked with an individual young man just outside of the Austin area. And now he's also working with someone who's in Hawaii, a kiddo who's in Hawaii. So again, Zoom is a wonderful, powerful way to work with folks all over the world. We're super excited about that opportunity. So that's the idea. It's 12 weeks. Each session is 45 minutes that meets weekly, ideally at the same time in the same week. And the program itself is based on a few things. So those things include a goal that the parent and or guardian would like their child or their relative to succeed in over the 12 weeks. And that goal, or it could be more than one goal, could be academic. For example, I worked with a 10-year-old for about a year and a half. We did twice a week, again, well over 12 weeks, twice a week for a year and a half, specifically to improve his reading comprehension through creative avenues beyond just the kind of typical tutoring situation. So in that case, yes, I did have the kiddo work with actual reading passages, reading comprehension questions that you might be typically associating with a reading comprehension improvement tutoring type situation. With the creative approach, we did our creative story, we did comic strip making, and some improv games here and there along the way, and some other character development activities as well. And that infused method with the creativity in addition to the formal reading comprehension passages and other type reading comprehension exercises lended itself for the child to do what I was hoping would happen, improve self-confidence with the reading comprehension skills and abilities, improve overall. The idea was to raise that reading comprehension, and it worked effectively. So that worked really well. The child did improve quite well over that year and a half. And so that's the idea, to work with someone's goals. They could be social and emotional. They could be to better interact with individuals, to help with eye contact. We can do that on Zoom as well. And again, we infuse that with a child's or that young person's interest, including anywhere from music to dance, singing, improvisation, theater, And then ideally, it lends itself to coming together for a showcase, if that, makes the most sense, or some sort of culmination when we know that final day is approaching of that session. So we do our best to set every single session up with the goals for that session. They're measurable, along with objectives, and then the actual activities that we're going to do. And then if there's any homework to be assigned, depending on the situation, that we're in terms of those goals and objectives. So some homework may have included in the past, practice a monologue. So our instructor who met in person with an individual, one of their activities was they worked on a monologue. The young man ended up amazingly memorizing the monologue. That's not an expectation. That's just what they did. So homework was practice the monologue. Other homework could include practice to create a story. Maybe the individual is the one writing the script. Typically, the instructor is writing the script. So there's a whole lot. Again, creativity is the key here to maximizing their goal and objectives for not only the whole entire 12-week program, and also for each individual session. And then we go back and we reflect and say, yeah, this is what we did in the session. We saw growth. Here's areas that we can continue to work on. And we're communicating with the parent and guardian during this process. So it's amazing. It's super fun. It's fun for us, the team, the instructors, to put this program together. It's fun to do it. It's great to meet all these different people from all over. We're having a blast. So check it out. Right now, it's on the Joshua Stage website, and then under programs, you'll find individual enrichment programs. And if you're asking about, well, what age could this be for? I would say around, 7 to 8 year old. Our youngest right now is 8. He's having a blast. That's a Hawaiian, and it's going really well. So I would say 8 years old to endless age. If we're asking about what kinds of, individuals, what abilities, all abilities, just like a Joshua Stage in the work that I do my best to work with all abilities and celebrate those unique abilities. And I believe that the individual enrichment program is one fantastic way to help leverage those opportunities for folks to feel self-confident, to feel like they're building their skills. Again, what we're doing in the specific program for that individual, those skills are going to vary, whether they're academic related, whether they're performance related, an infusion of both, social, emotional related as well. That is all there and available for the individual enrichment program, again, to each individual. So check out joshuastage.org, go to programs, go find individual enrichment programs, and that's where you'll see information to get in touch with me, and we'll get you set up from there. And like I said, it's a 12-week program that meets once a week for 45 minutes. Super delighted to chat with you about that. And check out the Creative Outlet Method at-home activities for special needs. Super proud of that book. It's available at Barnes & Noble, your local independent bookstores, and on Amazon as well. So check that out. A lot of these activities I've just talked about and that we've gone over in Joshua Levy Talks previously to today's session, or this particular session, those activities you'll find in there step-by-step instructions with goals and objectives, just like in the individual enrichment program. Looking forward to seeing you at the next Joshua Levy Talks, and be good.